And my name is Susan. You have joined me here on my page, So Inspired Designs. And the reason I say So Inspired is because so are my initials, and I hope to inspire you to want to create something. So that's what we're doing today. Today I am in an event with Creative Crafters Assemble, as I just mentioned. If you were catching me on replay, you heard that just a minute ago. If not, you know you're catching me live if you see a red circle around my profile picture. And oh, thank you. Is it not the cutest? I had to get it because of all the colors. The only thing I wish, I don't think it glows in the dark, but I'll be testing that out to be sure, because we're going to be working with some glow in the dark today myself. But I love all my colors. We are going to do a little fun. It's a trick or treat event over there, and that it's a free group page. We'd love it if you would join us. I did include the link in my description, so you could just click. Don't do it right now. Don't do it right now. Or you can go over there and watch me in there too. But I'm streaming in there as well as on my page right now. So hi, Leah. So we have a whole bunch of creative ladies coming on today. Hi, Cindy. I'm going to share some ideas with you guys. And it's just going to be Halloween based. The title of the event is Trick or Treat, but it doesn't necessarily have to be specific to trick or treating. Hey there, my friend Christy. How are you? Thanks for sprinkling, y'all. Just sharing the love. Thank you so much. Sharing the love of creating with the universe. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so today I am going to be doing a garden flag. If you've ever joined me before, you'll know I have done garden flags in the past. Well, my daughter is, she's 25. She lives over in the mountains of North Carolina, and she loves to decorate just as much as her mama, but she absolutely loves to decorate for Halloween. So Halloween and Christmas are her big ones. She doesn't decorate for every reason and season like I do, but she definitely loves to decorate. So I guess I kind of instituted that in her at a young age. She's always seen it. But she sent me a text over the weekend. She said, Mama, can you make me a garden flag for Halloween? Well, I made her one I think the last time I made her one was for Valentine's Day. So it's been a while. And then I made one for myself for spring, and I've made one for myself for fall. So I have not made a Halloween one. I have a cute Halloween garden flag, so I don't need one. But when your daughter asks, I'm like, yes. And then I always show her my new designs that I have for the year, because we get new ones every year. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to make you from all this? So last year I really got her stocked up, because she usually will have a Halloween party with her friends at her house. And so I got her stocked up with all kinds of stuff. So I'll probably be sharing some of those, because I'm not going to remake those same projects, but they were some really cool projects. So I'll probably be sharing those as we get a little bit closer. Once we get kind of past the middle of the month, that's when I start sharing more Halloween things. I know I'm not the traditional creator here. A lot of creators have been doing Halloween and fall since August, or even maybe the end of July. I'm not that person. So I'm here to share with you like what's current, I guess, what the current season is. I'm not real good about getting way ahead of it. So no, I am not. I heard Sharon ask if anybody was, if anyone was making Christmas crafts yet, or if they were still doing Halloween, or if they were still doing fall, or what. I'm still doing fall, and I have a couple Halloween ones I want to finish, and before I move on to Christmas. So that's my answer. But anyway, so we're going to make a garden flag. I bought a big, hi Tanya, or is it Tana? I don't know. I may have said that wrong. I apologize if I say your name wrong, but I am just happy you're here with me in the craft room. And again, my name is Susan. If you're new here, welcome to So Inspired Designs. If you are new, I'd love to know where you're watching from. I'm coastal North Carolina. I like to see where all my friends are. And I am so thankful, and I am still praying for the people in Florida as they had to wake up today and see the devastation. But I am so thankful, because I have 3 family members, my own self, and then an extended family member who live in Florida, and all of them made out okay. 2 of them have some damage. And one of them is even on the east coast of Florida, but one of the tornadoes got them, but they're okay. So I'm thankful for that. But I know that it is not fun based on what we're still dealing with, even a week after a horrendous impact from a hurricane over in the mountains of North Carolina. I'm just, I'm thankful that, that they'll be able to get back on their feet, and that Milton did not stall over the state. It just got out of here. So that is a blessing, and for sure. So we're going to make us a garden flag. I bought a big pack of these. I don't even remember how many were in it, but I got it from the Big A store, and I have a bunch of them. So they're just a basic garden flag, and they are white. They come in white, and it's almost like this little nylon kind of material. But since I'm making it a Halloween flag, I didn't want it to be white. So what I did was this week, I went to my local craft store. Mine happens to be Hobby Lobby. And I grabbed some of this fabric spray paint, because I have lots of fabric paint, but I didn't have any in a spray version. And that's kind of what I wanted, because I don't want it to be like a perfect, I didn't want it to be perfectly solid. I wanted it to kind of look kind of, spooky and old. So I spray painted this flag with this. And so that's what we're going to go. We're going to go with, this is going to be our base. And then let me show you the design she chose, because I shared all the designs that I had. And this is the one she chose. So this is my newest transfer stencil this year. I am a designer with Chalk Couture, so I haven't even included a link on here for you if you want to just check it out. I don't always do Chalk Couture projects, but when I can, when I have something, especially if it fits a need like this, then of course I'm going to use it. But I showed her these and I'm like, which one of these do you like? Look, you get 4 designs on one. Isn't that so cute? And I've seen them so many different ways. And I am actually making a couple pillow covers, Halloween pillow covers, out of a couple of these, because I have some pillowcase covers, and that's what I usually do to change out my pillows, like on my back porch and my front porch and stuff like that. So hi, Michelle. Michelle's up after me, by the way, ladies. Just so you know, she's got some kind of fun she's going to have planned for us as well. So Michelle's up after me after this, after I'm done. At the top of the hour of the next hour at 3 o'clock. So she chose this one. She chose this one. I have never done anything like this before for her. We've never had one like this. So I'm not surprised she chose it, because it's different than all the other designs. So this is what we're going to be using, and we're going to put it on the garden flag. Okay. So that's the plan. So this has already been sprayed and it's all ready to go. Thank you for sprinkling, Michelle. Oh, I dropped my transfer. Okay. So what I am going to do is, I did spray this earlier. It's all dry. I hope it's all dry. I did get some of it on my nails. It is permanent. You know, it's fabric paint, so it's permanent. So be careful. And I didn't want to get it on my nails. I should have thought about it, but I was rushing. That's the story of my life, y'all. Anyway, I am going to use this ink pad that I have. It is an ink mat. I say ink pad. It's not an ink pad. It's an ink mat, because it is self-adhesive, and it's going to not only, I mean, it would protect whatever's underneath so that the ink doesn't go through, because we're going to use permanent ink. But it also holds my fabric or my textile or whatever I'm using in place. So this is a brand new one. I haven't used it before, so it is nice and super duper sticky, which is amazing. And you don't have to use any kind of special cleaner for those mats or anything, but I love it because it's so sticky. And I'm actually going to probably keep it kind of over there like that, just so I don't have to deal with it. But why I love it the most is because, watch, because it's so sticky, as you can tell, because of the way these were folded, it has some bends in it. And I can smooth them right out. So I didn't have to like iron it or throw it in the dryer with ice cubes. You guys do that. That's what I do to freshen things. Oh, you are, Leah? You don't have to freshen things or to get wrinkles out. A lot of times I just throw things in the dryer, and I don't use typical dryer sheets because they have so many added chemicals, but I use ones with essential oil, and then I just throw in a couple ice cubes and let her rip, and that will get out usually the wrinkles, or just to freshen it up if you have something that maybe is a little stale, but it's not dirty. It just kind of, you know, doesn't smell fresh. That's what I do. I don't know if you guys do that. All right, so I'm going to just smooth it out and get all the bumps and wrinkles out. Now, as you can see, this didn't do a perfect job. When I sprayed it, I did it very quickly. I didn't even do a second coat. It says you can do a second coat if you want. Hi, Denise. How are you again? But I didn't. I just did one coat. And I'm just going to try to smooth it out as much as possible to get all the bumps out. Okay. And then we're going to take my transfer stencil, and I'm going to get my special trimmers. I have special scissors for them because they're nice long blade and they're coated with like porcelain, so they don't stick, because these are self-adhesive. So it's like a big sticker. So I love them because I can usually go right down my little silk screen line here. I kind of call it a score line, like you would have in paper. And I just cut it right, just like you're doing. Like if you have really good wrapping paper, you know, not the cheap stuff that tears, the good wrapping paper that you can just take your scissors right down. So that's what we're gonna use it for. And I actually just had an idea. So when I went to Hobby Lobby, I was also looking for something else. And I don't know, maybe I'll do I don't know if I'll do a video, but I'll definitely share a picture. I bought something else to make a cute little ghost, a beachy kind of ghost for my front porch for decorating for Halloween, which I actually don't even decorate for Halloween until the week right before. I keep my fall stuff out until then. But I bought material for that project, but then I saw another one that I was like, oh, and they were having like their 40% off on fabric. So I got like a half a yard or something just because it was so pretty and no idea what I was going to use it for. But I'm thinking it might work for this project. Might be a little added something I can add. Okay. So like I said, these are sticky, right? And that is wonderful. That's exactly what I want. So I'm just going to kind of look. As you can see, this design is not as big as the entire flag. So I'm just going to try to put it somewhere right here in the middle. And I'll be honest with you too. I'm going to show you my little trick. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to show you a trick that I use for finding the middle of a design, especially if it has words in it. I take it and I can see through it. It's very translucent. So I see through it and I kind of match it up, the furthest from this side to the furthest to that side, to match it up and find the middle. And then I do a little bend in it. And then when I wash it, it comes right back out, because I have to wash this transfer with just some cold water and a board eraser or a soft sponge. And it, that little bend will come right back out when I put it back on my sheet. But that's kind of what I do to help me find the middle. And, you know, we're going to kind of, you know, I have a grid right here. I could figure it out. I was going to say we are going to assume, but let's not. We have a grid here. We can measure. We can measure. So let's see. This flag is, to give you an idea, it is 12 inches long by, it looks like, I think it's about, looks like maybe about 17 and a half, 12 inches wide by 17 and a half inches long. So if I were to find, I'm not going to count this. I'm not going to take that part off, which is about an inch and a half. So then I'm saying 16. So, okay, I'm doing the math in I'm doing it out loud. It may not make sense to you, but I'm going to say that's 16. So where's 8? Here's 8. So this is about, even though I have a bend here, that's not really it. This is where I'm going to count the middle, because that is what hangs on the pole. So I'm thinking about the surface area that you can really see. Hi, Deb. How are you? Make sure you guys let me know where you're watching from. I want to know how you are, where you are. Okay. So there's that. And then I said this one was 12. So let's find 6. Here's 6. So about here's the middle. Man, I did pretty good there. I'm an eyeballer, you guys. I don't always measure, but I'm an eyeballer. But I did pretty dang good there. Not too shabby. I always like it when I get it right. But this is probably the longest part of the process. So what I'm thinking is, since this is actually not quite as big as my entire flag, that gives me some other room to play with. So that's what I was thinking about, that fabric that I was just telling you guys about. Plus, I pulled out my my Halloween. I have a Halloween bin of like accessories, and then I have a Halloween box of just ribbon, and I have a couple other ideas to make it kind of just take it up a notch. Okay, so here we go. I've got it where I want. I'm gonna just smooth it out, just like that. All right. It's got the cutest little mug, look, with the little ghosties on it. See, I like fun Halloween. I don't like spooky and creepy and gross Halloween. That's why you see these pretty colorful bats, and I've got ghosts. Hey, Michelle. Y'all see Michelle on there. She's coming up next after me. I can't wait to see what you have. Okay, so first step. I had decided that most everything on here is going to be orange, because, you know, we're talking about Halloween, except for I'm going to do a couple little accents in, I'm going to pull out some silver and some berry. So all of this is ink. It's permanent ink. Once I'm done with all this, I will dry it. And then I will heat set it to be permanent. So she can stick it outside and it'll be absolutely fine. Okay. Now you could do this exact same thing with chalk paste, but you would want to protect it from the elements. Like maybe only put it up on your front door. Maybe if you have a storm door or something like that, somewhere where it wouldn't be in the elements. If you were going to do chalk paste, or if you're going to do chalk paste and it's going to have any elements, spray seal it is what I would suggest. Okay. But we're going to do, a little bit of those 3 colors, and then stay tuned to the end, because we're going to, well, not to the end, hopefully not to the end, but stay tuned, because we're going to even do more fun stuff. We're going to do something else fun with ink. And it's actually something that's on special today, or while supplies last. So you might want to grab it. You might want it even for another project. So this color is called Current Jam. This is Orange Peel. And then this is Shimmer Silver, which I realize, hey, Barb, I realize I am running so low on my Shimmer Silver, which is crazy, because you guys, that's like one of my favorite colors. I don't know why how I have not bought a new jar of it yet. And I thought I just bought, maybe I do. Maybe it's in that box that I didn't unpack yet. Okay, so I need a couple of tools here to start working. I want some of my smaller, we use squeegees to apply all this. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for showing us some cute little gnomes. Cardboard, you know, cardboard and paper and a little bit of paint. It's amazing what you can do, right? And your imagination, obviously. So I need a couple different tools. We apply it with a squeegee. These are a couple different tools that are really small squeegees, so that I can do what I need for those areas. And then let me grab one more, since I'm working with several colors here. Hang on. Let me get one more. Well, come on out. I need a smaller one. Let me get a smaller one. Okay. So what we're going to do, can you guys see that? I hope you all can see this okay. Do I have it in? Let me make sure I have it in. Where do y'all? There we go. There we go. Everybody see that all right? I can put it down a little bit more too. How is that? Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's get going and have some fun. All right. For this little, these little doodads here, these little accents here, we're going to make those silver. I am actually first going to go over it with the berry and then do silver because we have some really fun areas that I can add silver to. And this whole area in here, I'm going to do also. But I want to do the berry first because I want to kind of mix. I could do a separate mixture. I could pull a little bit of both of those out, do a separate mixture of the berry and the shimmer silver together. But I want to have a little sparkle in my color. And I want to make sure that, I just had a thought about something. No, I better not. I better stick with what my plan was. I also want to have the color mixed in with it too. Okay. I love it when you all start visiting with each other. All right. So we're going to take this current jam first. Okay. And go over here. And I know it's going to show up some. It's not going to be super bright, but it is going to show up some. And I don't have to work too fast because this is ink. And since it's ink, it doesn't dry as quickly as my chalk paste does. So I don't have to be worried about it drying in the silk screen, which is what can happen with chalk paste if you're not moving quick enough. Or doing paste and peel, which I have shared that technique. And if you ever have any questions about anything I'm using or any of the techniques I'm showing y'all, I hope that you will either ask in comments because no question is a dumb question. And it might be the same question someone else has. And you were just the one who asked it. But if not, you're welcome to send me a message. I'm here to make crafting and creating and the whole process joyful. I want to inspire you with my ideas, but if there's a way I can help you figure out a way to do it differently or some idea that you have and you just need some help, then I hope that you will reach out to me because that's what I'm here for. That is really, truly my heart, is to just encourage y'all and hopefully inspire you. Because I get inspired with ideas by watching other creators. That's how I get inspired a lot of times too. So let me know in comments if you've ever made your own garden flag with whatever. I don't know what else you would use to do it, but if you have, let me know. I'd love to know. I'm a sucker for anything, a theme or whatever. So if I see a really cute garden flag, then I usually have to get it. It's just an easy way to decorate without a lot of fuss, muss. It doesn't take up a lot of room and you can change things out fairly inexpensively. I mean, obviously more so if you're making your own out of stuff you already have on hand. But just curious. All right, so you see where I'm just going around the whole edge here. Now I use that fabric spray paint. Oh, wait a minute, you guys. I said I got that at Hobby Lobby. I might be wrong. I think I might have gotten that fabric spray paint at Walmart. I did get it at Walmart, you guys. I went to both of those stores the same day. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? You made a wooden one. Oh, I bet that was cool. Hey, Jessica. Sorry, I got into my project and stopped looking up, you guys. I got in my head. I was thinking. I did go on Tuesday. I went to Walmart and Hobby Lobby. So I forgot. I did get the fabric spray paint from there. How are ya? The wooden ones are super nice too. I love those too. I love all the stuff Jennifer makes. She always has the cutest things. She's got my style kind of stuff. I could have painted this flag with my ink that I'm showing you right now. I could have painted it with the ink and let it dry and then did the next layer and did the next layer. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want to waste my ink. I wanted to save my ink because I do a lot of shirts and I do a lot of pillow covers and I do mugs and I do all kinds of things with ink. So I didn't want to waste it on just painting a background. So that's why I just went and got it wasn't very expensive. It was very reasonable, super reasonable. Okay. So I've got all that done in the berry and now we're going to get in here with the berry and what we're going to do. I'm kind of thinking I want to do my hot mess technique in here. Let's do a hot mess technique in here because I want it to, now I will tell you right now, some people don't mind it, but I don't like that all CNI thing. So I don't like that. I think the idea of what do you call it? Magic ball or whatever it's called. I mean, that's fun and that's not creepy, but I don't like that CNI thing, the all seeing eye in the middle. That creeps me out. I don't like that kind of stuff. My daughter doesn't mind it, but I don't like it. And I know in the culture that it comes from that it's supposed to be like a good thing, but honestly, being a Christian, I don't particularly care for it. It just creeps me out. It's a little bit too much heebie-jeebies for me. All right. So we are also going to use some of my silver. We're going to put this in here because we want to mix, because you see how that's got shimmer. We're going to just kind of see what happens with this. I love a hot mess technique. And that's really what I'm thinking about for this middle part. So anyway, this one has an eyeball in the middle. Ooh, if I was making it for me, I probably would tape that off. I could just use some, what do you call it? Washi tape or even painter's tape on that and cover it and not have to worry about it being in my design. But like I said, my daughter, she doesn't mind it. So I'll leave it in. All right, let's just see what happens with this first. I don't know. I love to play with stuff. Okay, I'm going to use my same squeegee I was just using, okay? And basically, all you do for a hot mess technique is you just start pulling your whatever paints and you could do this with paint too. If you, not on this, how I'm doing it, but if you were doing a project and you wanted to do something called a hot mess technique, guess what? You could do it with paint. You just dab a bunch of different colors of paint. I do it with chalk paste and I do it with ink, but you could do it with acrylic paint, I'm sure as well. And you just kind of, that little guy needs to cover. You just pull the colors together, but you try not to create a new color. You're just trying to see what picks up where. And I'm doing it a little bit differently here just because I'm not just pulling across it with a regular squeegee. I'm using this one. But yeah, you could try that as well. It would be fun. I have way too much ink, so now I've wasted it because you can't put it back in the jar. So I'm going to figure out another way to use it. Don't you worry, because this girl doesn't waste much. All right, I'm just trying to make sure I've covered all the areas I wanted to cover. And you know what? Maybe because we have so much, we'll go ahead and pull it here on the sides too. So I'm just covering all the silk screen right now. What do you guys think of this so far? See, I have all that extra. I can just pull it over here. And then we'll have some orange accents. I'm just pulling any extra off because we don't need the extra in this case. Now, I am all about being a little extra. In case you haven't noticed, I got my cute little trick-or-treat earrings on. Those were handmade. I bought them from someone last year. I've got my trick-or-treat or my Halloween shirt. I'm always a little bit extra, but right now I've got a little bit too much extra ink. Maybe I'll just pull it up here too. All right. I'm just going back over some of the stuff I did just to have it pull in some more of the color since I have this extra ink. Instead of just the berry, like I thought I was going to do. I just can't waste it. Sorry if I'm getting quiet on you guys. Okay, so I got some berry there, but I'm hoping my orange will cover it up when I go to put my orange on top of it. You see how far that's gone, that ink that I pulled out? I should have done what I usually tell people to do is start with less. You can always add more. But, you know, when you're doing a live, aren't these colors beautiful? Me too, Christine. When you're doing a live, you know, sometimes you forget those basics. You just think about sharing your project with people. So it was like I created my own color. Anyway, all right, one spot left up here. Let's see if we have enough extra that we can grab it. If not, we'll just make our own. We'll make some more. Thank you for the hearts, whoever just gave me some hearts. Thank you so much. So I do have to, I'll be sharing also, I got to get a picture of it at night. Maybe I'll be able to do that tonight. I need to get a picture of it at night, but I have a neighbor who has decorated all out. I mean, they have gone all out, and they do decorate for Christmas and stuff too, but they went all out already. They are beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Renee. How are you? They have decorated gone all out on their Halloween decorations. They've already got it up. She was putting it out there October 1st. She was out there. So I have taken a picture of it, and they did like kind of a carnival, like a creepy carnival theme. I have to show it to you guys, but I want to see it at night. I have not gone by at night. to get a picture or video. So I got to make sure I get that before I show you guys. So that is super fun. And they're right down my street. They're not far. So they're around the corner, really. Okay. So I did all of that in there. I'm going to go back and add a little bit more silver ink. So this is ink, you guys. It's permanent ink. If you're worried about getting it on your clothes, you might want to wear an apron. It's not really picking up any more silver because I already have a little bit in there, but I'm just going to go over it just because I have some silver on my stylus here, on my little squeegee. So I'll just give it some more glam. Little glitz and glam. I always have to have a little sparkle somewhere on every project I do, unless it's for a boy, and then I try to show some restraint. I'm making something for my grandson or something, or my husband. My boys don't really want me making them things. But, if I make something for the husband, I've made golf towels and stuff like that with ink. Or, shirts for my grandson or things like that. I try to stay away from I try to limit the sparkle. Boys aren't about the sparkle for the most part. I'm not going to say all of them are. Okay, so we're going to put our lids on those and we're going to do the orange. Let's get about doing the orange. And I'm actually, because I did such a less area, I'm going to grab one of my other little squeegees. So I'm doing pretty good right now. It's 2:30. So inking is usually one of the quicker things that you can do. Just because I would have been done by now. If I did all one color, like let's say I did it all in silver and all in orange, bam, I would have been done 5 minutes. Well, I got an hour. So that's not going to help me. So the ink projects though are one of the fastest kind of things you can do, or even chalk if you're just doing all in one. Because you can use the same design, it's reusable like a dozen times or more. If you take good care of it, you're gonna get more than that. But you can make signs. You could put this on your front door, any glass surface, metal surface, wood surface. You could do. It's just so fun. But if you were doing it all in one color, you'd be done in a heartbeat. It doesn't take any time, you guys. But ink is usually pretty fast as well, just because you don't usually do as many things to it when you're doing an inking project. Now, we are going to do a little bit more to it because, of course, like I said, I want it to be a little extra. That's just how I am. I want it to be fabulous for my girl. The nice thing about this is I can just pop this in the mail. It's not going to cost a lot to mail. They are getting mail there in Western North Carolina, so that's good. I don't know if Amazon's able to get to them or not yet, but I know that they're able to at least get regular mail because she did get a piece I sent. So that is reassuring. I just don't know if they can get Amazon stuff yet or deliveries with their road. All right, so my F up here it got a little bit of berry in it, so I'm just trying to add a little more of the orange to it. It might be a little discolored, but I'm going to be okay with it, and nobody else is going to notice it. Thank you, Sharon. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so I'm gonna fess up to you guys. Hey, Donna. So it's like a really lightweight sweatshirt. It's a hoodie. It's got a pocket, all that good stuff, and it came in a couple different designs. But this design I had to get because it had all these purples and blues and pinks, and it was just so cool. And I don't mind bats. A lot of people don't like bats. I don't mind bats. I actually like bats. So now I ain't going to have no spiders going on, but bats, no problem. And guess where I got it? You'll never guess where I got it. And I don't know if everybody has these. I'm assuming these are countrywide. I could be wrong, but I got it at the CVS. Our CVS, everywhere I've lived, has always had a cute little section of they always have some kind of little bit of seasonal clothing. And it's a really small section, but it's just usually something fun. They do it for summertime. And it's not just because I live at the beach area. We do have, beach tees. Like you're going to have stuff you would, if you were in a beach area where you're trying to get a souvenir, they're going to definitely have that as well. And now I think I got some orange on my purple, but or my jam, but I'll be all right. But yeah, they've always had seasonal stuff. And I went in there for a prescription, and I think I was looking for some vitamins because I don't always go in. But I needed to get some vitamins and a couple other things. And I always have to check it out. If I'm going to go inside, that's my reward for going inside, is checking out their little, and ours even has had Life is Good, which I don't know if y'all know what that is. Yes, all my favorite colors. Ours has even had Life is Good, if you know what that brand is. And that's one of my favorite brands. I don't usually buy it, but my husband will buy it for me. I buy it if I find it at Marshall's or Ross or TJ Maxx or something, or Beals, but my husband will buy me stuff with that on it. But I've loved that for years and years and years. But anyway, this was at CVS. So of course I was like, yes, sold. I'll take that one. So it's the only one. It's one of the few things I bought this year. Yes. Isn't it fun? Yeah. I can't do spiders. Okay. So y'all loving this so far? Look what we got. So look what we got. Isn't that fabulous? Okay. You ready for the magic? Here we go. Now I'm going to pull it back slowly. And I did check my fingers, not really great, but I do suggest if you have a wet paper towel or a baby wipe when you're, if it has glitter, that definitely helps, Sharon. Then, oh, you hate bats. Okay, with spiders. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh no, I don't mind. I would definitely do. It's too many legs. When I start getting too many legs, it creeps me out. Okay. So here we go. The magic's going to happen. But if you are using ink, I do suggest like a wet paper towel or a baby wipe for your fingers so that if you get it on there, you're not getting it on other sections. Now this one, I've spray painted it black, or I fabric painted it black. So you probably wouldn't see it, but just in case, wash your fingers just because it will, wherever it gets it. Okay. So we're excited. Look at how this looks so far. Is that not, I love that. I wasn't sure how I was going to like the orange with it, but I think I love that. What do you guys think? Let me know. What do you think? Okay. Fabulous. She's going to love it. I know she's going to love it. Okay. So first thing I need to do is spray my little transfer stencil over here with water because I have to wash it with ink. We suggest you wash it right away. If you can't, just keep it wet until you can. I'm going to wash that when I get off of my live. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit this real quick with a blow dryer because it needs to dry all the way. And I'm going to tell you why, because we're going to add the secret ingredient. We're adding the secret ingredient, and that is, let me turn it around here for you guys. You see what that says? Glow in the dark ink. That is what's on special right now. I think it's like 62% off. I don't know. It's really inexpensive. Right now, maybe that's not the right number. I don't want to tell you all that and it'd be wrong, but we have glow in the dark ink on special right now while supplies last. So I have glow in the dark chalk paste as well. I love, love, love using that. Thank you, Barb. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Stella. Thanks, Sharon. But this is the first year we came out with glow in the dark ink. And I'm all about it. I love anything glow in the dark. I haven't done it to these yet. I need to do it. I even have glow in the dark nail polish, like a clear coat, kind of like a clear coat, that will make any nail polish glow in the dark. So I love that. So I need to put that on mine soon. I love glow in the dark. I'm just like a kid when it comes to that stuff, y'all. But she's going to love this. But the reason I need to dry it all the way is because, thank you, Michelle, I have to dry it all the way, and then I'm going to put a layer of the glow in the dark over top of it. And then what I'll do is I'll let it dry overnight. Tomorrow, I will heat set it with my heat press. You can also heat set ink with our ink with iron as well. But I'm going to heat set it with a heat press, and then I'll be able to stick it in the envelope and mail it to her, and she'll have it to put out, hopefully, what is it, tomorrow's Friday, maybe by Monday, she'll have it. Hopefully. But you want to make sure it's dry all the way before you start doing. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to set it over to the side, and we're going to go ahead and kind of clean this because I want you guys to see how I clean it because I got to reuse it. When I'm cleaning it here, like now, I just sprayed water on it. But because I need to reuse it, usually I take it to my sink, but because I need to reuse it, I am going to go ahead and do a quick clean, which I just sprayed water on it. But again, remember, this is ink, so be careful if don't get it on you. And I'm just going to take a paper towel. This is just one of those things from the Dollar Tree, y'all, the dish drying things from the Dollar Tree. I've had it for years. I've got several of them. I buy them for workshops, and then, when they get grungy and nasty, I can just get a new one. But anyway, I'm taking off the excess ink right now. I'm just taking off all the excess ink from the top. Okay? So that I'm not dealing with that as much. So that's what I'm going to do first. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take a cleaning wipe, not a baby wipe. Don't ever use a baby wipe if you have something like this. Use a cleaning wipe. Any kind of cleaning wipe will do. This is just, I don't even know, Dollar General blank brand. I don't remember. A cleaning wipe. And now I'm going to go over top of it again because my goal is, even if the vinyl gets stained, because some of the darker pigments might stain it, my goal is that my silk screen is clear because that's the area that my designs come through, right? So that is what you want to keep clean. And as you can see, it's super easy. You're going to do the front and the back because I want to be able to get my next ink that I'm going to put on, which is the glow in the dark, to go through over top of my design. So what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do while, because I want this to dry a little bit too, but it becomes sticky again. Once you clean it, you'll see it's sticky. It's still sticky. Okay. So I'm going to leave that upside down for a second and let it sit over here and just air dry just for a second. And then, and this is drying a little bit too. So we are gonna look at what we have here because I'm thinking what I want to do. Let me show you the material I got, or I guess it's material. The stuff I got that I couldn't resist. You guys will understand, especially seeing my shirt. Look. Look at that. So it's an iridescent. So right now it's picking up a whole lot of pink because I got pink behind back there. Y'all can't see it. It's picking up a whole lot of pink, but it picks up everything. And it's thicker. It's a little thicker. It is in the fabric section. Hey, April. But it is thicker. It's not a sticker. It is like, it's just a fabric or something. But how cool would this be if I cut a length of it? Help me figure it out, you guys. Because this just came to me while I was looking at it behind my camera. What if I cut some of this and put it either up here at the top or down here at the bottom, just to add a little bit of extra color and kind of cool. See how it's picking up the colors that are in there? It's picking up the colors from my flag, but it would add an extra little bit of pizzazz. Isn't it looking cute? Right? Isn't this fabulous? Okay, let me know what you guys think. Should I put it up here or should I put it at the bottom or should I put it both? Because I can do that. I can do that. I got enough that I can do it. And like I said, I didn't have that was like next to nothing. It was so inexpensive for that. All right. So now I haven't even looked in my stash this year, you guys, my Halloween stash. I was just looking to see what spider web stuff. I haven't even looked in here. Oh my gosh. Because I haven't done hardly any Halloween projects this year. All right. Let me move this stuff out of the way. But what else could what's that say? That says haunt, spooky, and beware. I don't think either one of those would work. Those are things I got last year and I just tuck them away. You think both the top and the bottom? Oh, okay. I got Leah's top and the bottom, Stella's top, Donna's top. We see both. I mean, you guys know, I'm kind of like, well, more is more, right? More is more. All right, let's see what else I got in here. I was thinking I could also do kind of a, like a little tassel, like down the side, like just make kind of like a little, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know about the colors. Can you tell that I like all the, look at this. Everything I buy is like similar when it comes to this stuff. I've got this spooky stuff. I got the creepy fabric, but that's not even going to show up. I know I have more ribbon. I'm going to have to find my ribbon. I'm going to have to find my Halloween ribbon because I definitely have Halloween ribbon. And I have these, but I don't like any of this stuff with it. I have some bats, cute little bats. I don't like that either. But I know I have Halloween ribbon. I just got to figure out where it is. Unless it's in here. Let's go ahead and get some of this fabric cut to add to it. And then I'm going to look and play with, because I can even just try to see if I have yarn. If I have some yarn that I could use, I could make a tassel and kind of hang it from the side as well. Or, let me show you this too. You guys, I get so excited about this stuff. Let's see. I also have, where are you? I haven't even pulled out any of my Halloween decorations yet. Oh, I even have like some of this stuff. You know, that might be fun to put on it somewhere. I could maybe even, oh, and then I got my cutesy stuff. I got mostly cutesy stuff. I could put some of that on the bottom just to kind of make it, would that be weird to go with it? Put that on the bottom and put the iridescent stuff at the top? I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Okay, let me get some scissors. We're going to find out how much we need. What did I say that was? I said that was 12 and that was 17, right? But we're doing 12 wide, right? And let's see, this was, I can't remember how much I got. It's pretty long, so I can get, I can get 2 out of this way. So let's just see. And then I'll just use some, I don't know if I should use Fabri-Tac or my Stick Fast or my Reptile Glue. Those are the 3 I have. What do you guys think? I did it with some ribbon in the spring, and I think I used Stick Fast because I didn't have Reptile Glue. I know I didn't do just like a basic craft glue, but I have Stick Fast, I have Fabri-Tac, or did I use Fabri-Tac? Which glue do you think would be better to hold it down, you guys? Some of you guys might have worked with material more than I have. Tell me what you think. All right, so 22. Let's see. I'm having a hard time. So 12, right? 12. So let's do from 10 to here. 22 is 12. All right, let me make a mark. Let me make a mark with my little pen. Let's see if I can get that. Yes, I can. I can definitely get 2 out of it, so we'll see. And I don't wrap it around the back too. I just usually do it on the front. You think Fabri-Tac, Sharon? Or I mean Stella, sorry. 15 minutes left, okay. Well, we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. I don't know about this. I'm going to think about that. I might have to think about it. But I'm definitely thinking, I'm definitely going to cut this. And I'm probably going to do it like wide enough just to cover down here a little bit. So I'll wait and I'll cut that when I'm off of here because I don't really have room to do it. But we'll go ahead and do the glow in the dark since that should be fun. But that's what we'll do. Thanks for helping me with that. And I'll decide for sure if I put it on the bottom, I'm going to do a real thin layer of it on the bottom. Okay. That's what we're going to do. But let's go ahead and see. It's still a little bit. But now I'm getting excited because it's going to be even more fabulous than I was hoping it was going to be. Okay. Let's just make sure this is dry. I'm going to put that transfer stencil right back over top of it, and we're going to put some glow in the dark on it. Now with the glow in the dark, you really can't tell that it's on there. It'll be hard to tell that it's on there because, can you guys see some of the shimmer though? I see shimmer in it. You're not really supposed to see it during the day, but when I first put it on there, you'll kind of see it. But then once it's cured and I heat set it, then it will, but these would be even cute on a pillowcase as well. Or the other thing, actually, I'm probably giving it away. One of the other things I thought about doing was you can also ink a design or even chalk paste if it's not going to be out in the weather. You could do a design on a piece of fabric and then glue it to the material, to like a pillow. If you bought like just a little cheap store-bought pillow and it just needed something more to it, and you wanted to make it look a little higher end, if you do it on fabric and then put the fabric like a piece of, either like a part of a canvas, or you could use some, what do they call it? Why can't I think of it? The towels that you would use, like a dish towel. Why is it? It's grain sack, I don't know, whatever it is. Something like that you could also do. All right, that should be done. This feels dry enough. So we're going to go ahead and put this back over top of it. Right over top of where I already did the design. I do this a lot. And I love that our stencils are almost see-through, so it makes it a lot easier to, but you know, you got to take a minute, you got to take your time to make sure you have it kind of lined up. It's not a big deal if you don't, because it's glow in the dark, and at nighttime you're going to see the glow part. I don't know. What is your all's weather doing? Because it is, and I don't know if this has anything to do with Milton, but it has been super windy here today. When I first got up, it was very, very overcast and cloudy, and it looked like it could rain. But now it's been so windy that the sun's out. So it's beautiful. It looks beautiful outside, but it was chilly. It was so chilly. Thank you, guys. 10 more minutes. Up after me is Michelle from Pretty Pieces by Michelle, right? Isn't that what we call you? Isn't that? Yeah, Pretty Pieces by Michelle. Oh, I lost my comment, y'all. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, so this is glow in the dark. Oh, look. I forgot to take my lid off. It is ink. Again, all this is permanent. Guess what that means? It can withstand the weather after it's been heat set. It can also go in the washing machine. So if you need to put something in the washing machine, do you guys wash your garden flags? I don't. But somebody told me they do because mine stinks sometimes. All right, so we're just going to take it and apply it over the whole design. And then, of course, you guys will have to wait, but I will show a picture later. Of course, we have, let me see. How late are people? I have it on here. How late is our latest presenter today? Oh, wow. So Gia's coming on at 9 Eastern. So, yeah, I'll be able to share. I'll be sharing it on my page, you guys, later this evening so you guys can see the glow in the dark part 2. And I'm going to work on this a little bit more and figure out how else I want to embellish it, because I want to add a little bit of something to it. I don't know if I want to add more bling or if I want to add the fabric on the bottom. So I'm just covering everything with the glow in the dark. And it's kind of hard to tell where you put it. So you have to kind of pay attention. And then when she's done with it, she'll pack it up just like all the other things that I made her. She'll pack it up and then she'll put it away and she'll be able to pull it out next year. And you can always use a garden flag in the house as decoration as well, or even on your front door. I don't like traditional wreaths. I made the coolest thing for the front door last year. I had a Halloween kit, and it was one of the few things. We moved right before Halloween. We literally moved right before Halloween. It was October 29th. And I want you to know that because we got that into the house like a week earlier here, I could get in. If you weren't along with that journey with me, it was a fun process. I got to show you guys the house as it was when we first bought it, what we did to it, moving, the whole process, the craft room. I changed the floors out in the craft room because I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work with carpet. And, but I want you to know I had Halloween decorations up at the new house before we even moved all of our stuff. And look, I've got some over here. So, all right. So I believe everything has been covered. with the glow in the dark. I'm going to go over it one last time just to be sure. And then I'll pull it off and I'll show you how it looks. And if I missed your comments, I'm sorry, guys. I'm concentrating because I don't want to get it off the edge. I will go back and check them. Don't you worry. But I loved the thing I put on the front door last year. It's in my closet right here. I know where it is. So I'll just be pulling that back out. And it has glow in the dark on it too. And bats. All right, guys. I think I got everything covered. All right. I'm going to put my excess right back in the jar. Bats. She got it at CVS. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie. Thank you. How are you, my friend? Sunny with a high of 77. Woohoo. That sounds like a beautiful day too. Beautiful in the 80s, but it's getting cold. It was cold here last night and this morning. So yesterday morning was the first morning it felt anything like fall. And this morning for sure. Okay. So now it looks a little muted is what it looks like right now because of my glow in the dark that went over top of it. So it makes what I did look muted. But once it dries and once I heat press it, it will not look like that anymore. It'll still be vibrant again. It's just because it's wet. So let me spray that. And let me show you guys. Isn't that fun? Can you see the colors? Like I said, it's a little muted right now with the glow in the dark, but I like it. And then the way I sprayed the fabric paint on it. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Yeah, I don't mind that, Sharon. I don't know how you feel about it, but I love it when it's warm during the day. Nice and hot during the day, but the humidity is so much lower. And then at night it gets cold enough you can put on your sweatshirt and be cozy. That's what I love. That's what I love about fall. Even on the coast of North Carolina, 5 minutes left. And up after me is Pretty Pieces by Michelle. Michelle, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. I'm glad you're doing well, friend. I'm glad you're doing well. Okay, so that's what we got going on. I am going to cut this. Thanks to you guys. I'm definitely going to cut this and put it at the top, kind of like a little, it's going to reflect everything and it'll be a cool little banner to kind of just pick up all the cool colors we've got going on in there. And then I'm going to think about the bottom because if I come up with something even cooler for the bottom, like I need to look and see if I had like a really fun beaded fringe or something like this that kind of come down from there. Because when I think of like a fortune teller, I think of like you walk in through a beaded curtain or something like that. I've never been to one, but like that's what I'm imagining. So even if I found like some beaded fringe, that would be super cool down here. I need to look. I don't think I have anything like that, but I could just see it and I could attach that down here. That would be super fun as well. I know she will enjoy it. Thank you, Donna. I think so too. I appreciate you guys letting me come on here and share my idea with you because, it's so much more fun to craft with friends. I don't know what else is going on today. What everybody is going to be creating. So I hope that you'll stay tuned. If you're in Creative Crafters Assemble page, you just pull the page down and refresh it. And then the next presenter comes up. We each have an hour to do something that has to do with Halloween. So before me was Crafting Barefoot with Sharon. I'm looking at my notes over here, the lineup. So if you missed her, you can always go back and check her replay. And if you do, make sure you say hi to people when you hop on. We all love to know who's been there. Wouldn't beaded fringe be cool? I mean, I'm just thinking. Or if I have like squirrel, with the creator, all you have to do is throw an idea out there and then the brain starts going. But if I had like a really even fun, like scarf that had a little piece of, I might even have to make a little trip over here to the thrift store. If I could find a little piece of clothing that had like some fringe or something, wouldn't it be cool if it had those same colors in it that just kind of dangled from here? But I'm just thinking the beaded would be neat because it would kind of weigh it down too. So when the wind hits it, it wouldn't be, I don't know. I don't know. We'll come up with something. It's going to make it fabulous. But thanks for being with me for the big part, or at least the base part. Now it's just making it pretty, right? That's the fun part for me is taking something and making it prettier. So yeah, we have, after me is Michelle, and then we have 6 more creators the rest of the day. So I'm sure you're going to find lots of good ideas throughout the day. I actually, by the way, y'all, happy Mental Health Day. I don't know if you know that. It's World Mental Health Day. And with all the things that everybody has been going through, life is hard enough. We all have our struggles, loss and just different things that we struggle with, anxiety, worries, within the nation, within the country, within the world. And then you throw these natural disasters that have been coming at us lately. That just makes it even worse. So it's more important than ever to really take time to work on your own personal mental health. Find what you can do that helps you with that. For me, being outside or crafting is where I go to when I need that. And of course, I love to spend time reading the Bible and studying God's word because he brings me a peace that nothing else can. But find what's going to help you with your mental health because it's important and it's going to teach our next generation how to deal with theirs. So I just wanted to acknowledge that today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a project that is, I'm glad you caught me live too, friend. My fellow North Carolinian, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a project that kind of, since I was doing this today already, I didn't want to do that. But tomorrow I am going to be doing something that is geared towards mental health. So if you don't already like and follow my page, I hope you'll come back and join me another time. I always put a telegram out to let you know I'm going to go live. So I'm not sure what time it'll be tomorrow, but I have a really fun, project that you could use in lots of different ways that kind of goes along with that theme. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for letting me share my creative ideas with you. Stay tuned for the next presenter, Michelle. And until I see y'all next time, be safe, be healthy, be blessed. And as always, I hope that you will be so inspired. All right, guys. Bye. Have a great afternoon, the rest of your day.